so sorry, I just got chatting. I'm so sorry I'm late, really.
You're 2 minutes early. How are you, Tracy?
Very well, thank you.
Good to see you.
Brings up the eyes.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Oh, hi Neil.
Hi.
How are you?
Good, thanks.
Looking well.
Thank you.
How's your wife?
She's fine.
Good.
Okay, shall we get started?
Laura's not here yet.
Late. Okay.
Well, she was coming down from Manchester Piccadilly this morning, but there's been an issue on a couple of the Pendolino trains.
Right.
There's a suspension bogey, so the whole fleet is running at a reduced pace. So I think she'll be about
Good.
14.
How interesting, Mark. Thank you very much. So what you're trying to tell me she's late, so let's get started, shall we? Yeah? Okay, great. We've got quite a lot of stuff to get through. We've got, what, half an hour, yeah, it's a really important meeting. We need to absolutely nail this to make sure we get it right.
Given that, I've prepared an agenda for the meeting. There's 37 points that I think we need to cover.
Just 37, yeah?
Isn't it, Mark?
It's less of an agenda and more of a dissertation, isn't it, Mark?
Well,
It's too long, I'm afraid. We haven't got time for that. Right.
I just want, maybe Mark, I can hear you haven't got a lot of time, but maybe Mark could prioritise some of them and we could work through the ones we can do.
Well, I suppose we could do out of scope, in scope, the reasoning behind it, methodology. Obviously that breaks down into 4 things: the quarterly plan, recording, resourcing, obviously the implication of...
Okay, so there's 3 things that I see that we need to cover.
MCA.
Good, thanks, Mark. There's 3 things that I see we need to cover in this meeting.
Hello! Sorry I'm late. Virgin trains are a nightmare, aren't they? I think it's just Southern, but it isn't. It's all of them these days. You did know! Yes, I'm pregnant! This is supposed to be video conferences so you can see my face. That's wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you. Hi, darling. How are you? Come in. You've been scored. I am. See you. Just moving round.
Grab a seat.
Cuddly on
Thank you. Excellent. Grab a seat so we get going.
Oh, sorry, that's so kind. Thanks, actually, because I am sort of in the last stages, so I'm struggling a little bit. And I do need to apologise for my footwear.
Don't
I've
apologise.
just got really swollen ankles, and my midwife just said, you just need to spend money, you know, in the right places.
I think they're lovely.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah,
Good.
I think they're from Office, they're Converse, you know.
Oh, wow.
So it's about 60 quid, but you know, money well spent.
Money well spent. Right, speaking of things well spent, we want time well spent here. So we've now got about 25 minutes, so yeah. Make yourself at home.
Sorry, I just need to elevate.
Okay, good. Excellent. Good.
Can I just add, one piece of the agenda?
Please do.
I know we don't have much time, I hope you don't mind me saying, but I think it's a really good opportunity to look at how we're working together, and I would very much welcome some 360 feedback from you all. Perhaps we could all do that in the last 5 minutes of the meeting.
Sorry, 360 feedback
Yeah.
in this meeting.
Yeah. I've done a little form.
Let's have a look.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, hang on. Whoa. Stop. Okay. Maybe we can all give each other feedback when we were in the careers office trying to find new jobs because we've been sacked from these ones because we have not presented clearly and efficiently to the PH. So let's just sit down, okay? Because he's a new guy, alright? And I know that Graham went in there the other day and he did not present well portfolio head and his career is in tatters. So let's make sure we get this absolutely right. We've now got about 22 minutes to get it right. Okay?
Tracy, we'll find
No.
time at the end, sweetie. We'll find
You
time.
can do what you want at the end once you've
I understand.
got through the meeting. Okay, right.
Sorry.
Well, I was thinking in terms of what you mentioned, what were the points you wanted to cover again?
What we want to achieve, how we want to achieve it, and what the outcome is. Those are the only 3 things we need to cover in this meeting.
Well, so in terms of methodology and what we're going to put to him, obviously I'm aware that you want to do more of re-performing of tests and more inspection, so more weighted to that than inquiry and observations, obviously it being GCA, and they in themselves are an audit function of sorts. I thought it might be useful to focus on how we go about the re-performing and the inspection. And we're really about the how of it.
Yeah, thank you. Fantastic for wasting another couple of minutes there, Mark. Have you got some ideas, Laura, that you want to share with us?
Absolutely. So I was actually
Great.
going to focus on the how.
Fantastic.
How are we going to present?
Please do get up. Please just Please
Back to
just,
basics.
please just sit down and.
So we've got 7 minutes just to get. Okay, so I was just going to do a little, just remind me to grab this flip chart. That's all right, I can carry it myself. Sorry, I've done it now.
Done. You can all see the flip.
So, back to basics. What is BIA's vision? What does it stand for?
Brilliant.
Sorry. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Brilliant.
Oh, bless you.
Impactful, agile, yeah, we know all this.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Okay, yeah, so it's brilliant.
Impactful and
Got it.
agile, underpinned by the
Oh,
values.
okay, we don't need to write that, we all know that.
Rises, respect.
And agile. Okay. So this is what we need to be focusing on.
So the how,
Okay.
ideas for how?
How? Okay, so moving forward.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been very difficult, I think, communicating with each other. Me being up in the Manchester office, you guys are sitting close to each other. And so we all need to make sure that we are aiming in the same direction.
Okay, can we get to the acronyms and just get to the point, please, Laura? I just want to hear the idea because we've now got about 15 minutes. Okay?
Fantastic, 15 minutes is plenty because my idea is very efficient and time effective. Okay, so we need to be attention grabbing for the PH, okay? Now,
Okay, so
I
how are
know
we
for
going
a
to have
fact
the
that he's a
attention?
very visual person. 90% of people take in information visually,
Okay.
okay? So, one word for you guys, infographics.
So we could do what's in scope and what's out of scope and then.
You've got it, that's exactly what I'm thinking.
So that's the idea.
And then
Finally
we
got
have
to the
to have no
idea, have
issues.
we? The infographics is the idea.
Yeah, that's how we can really make an
Cartoon,
impact.
sorry, I know I'm going to regret asking this, but what is infographics?
Infographics is basically a visualization of what we're going to be focusing on in the presentation. So we make a real impact. We can cut down our presentation from an hour to 3 minutes.
Okay, speaking of cutting down, do you mind sitting down, please, Laura? So essentially what Tracy said is cartoons. Great, so your idea is cartoons. So in the last 10-15 minutes, the idea we've come up with to present to the portfolio ahead is cartoons. Bloody brilliant, fantastic. If only Graham had thought of that a couple of weeks ago, maybe he would be out of a job. Sadly, he didn't, because you weren't there to tell him that. Please sit down, and let's get back to the agenda in hand before we all lose our jobs in the way that Graham has done. So, what to achieve, how to achieve it, and what are the outcomes? Let's go.
Right, let's stop there, I think. Age-old traditions here, so let's give them a little...